How's everyone doing today? This is Adam with Commander on a Budget. Today we'll be into another episode of Budget Brews. Today we're going to try and do another CEDH deck on a budget. Today we'll be going over WINota Stax. Let's hop on into it. So the goal of this deck is to be very aggressive and low to the ground while also being able to slow down your opponents to pretty much play to your game plan. You want to run a bunch of different non-human cards so you can sneak in other human cards and get more taxing effects because of it. So when playing this deck, you want to run cards like Ornithopter, like we just went over, Rogras, Son of Rogar, just a really bunch of cheap and efficient cards that aren't humans, so you can cheat in your other humans. You can also run cards like Gingerbread, which is a 1-drop 1/1 with haste. It's an easy way to proc WINota's effect. I personally like Signal Pest in this deck, considering if you have a wider range of creatures that can give him a slight anthem. Some of the humans / Stax effects you want to run in this deck are stuff like Aethersworn Canonist. Also, another really great Stax effect you can run is Drain of Magistrate. It's real good in Commander. The faster you can get this card out, the more useful it is. Another really good human that you can cheat into play is Village Bellringer. We've gone over it here on the channel before. It's real good to give all your creatures pseudo-vigilance. It can be really good in this deck. A really fun and interesting way to close out a game in this deck is running Blade Historian. It can be cheat off the top with the WINota's effect, and it gives all your stuff double strike. It's real good. You can also cheat in other really big humans that really wouldn't see a whole lot of play in this format, such as Captain of the Watch. It gives all your soldiers an anthem. It makes soldiers when it enters. It's a real great card. Along with Geist Honored Monk, this thing can get out of hand very fast, especially with the amount of creatures you'll be making. But at the end of the day, one of our main win conditions will be a kiji. Cedh's conscripts combo, because you can cheat her in. Kiki will make more copies of it. You can make infinite haste versions of Cedh's conscripts. It's just a really efficient way to win the game. So a few other key points before I wrap up the video. You want to be able to run a bunch of different ways to protect WINota. Bolt Bend's a really good card for this purpose. Shajir's Shelter is also a really good way to protect WINota because you can give her protection. Few other really good cards I feel like you can consider for this deck are Legion Warboss. It's a really aggressive way to make tokens, and you can use those tokens to help sneak in other humans. Same thought process with the Goblin Rival Master, plus it's also another win con. Some really interesting forms of removal in this deck. You can run cards like Banisher Priest, where you can exile specific creatures until it leaves the battlefield. With you playing this for free, it definitely makes it worth it to play, in my opinion. One last card I'm going to go over before I wrap up the video, Thalia's Lancers. It pretty much lets you search out your Kiki. It's an absolute fantastic card in this deck. And that's going to be WINota Stax on a budget. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all want to see. I'll see you on the next one.